Yeah, let's go. Yeah. We came a long way. That's what the song say. And I could do all things.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Andy Dalton and the Dallas Cowboys.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick at number 6 overall, but I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket, but when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it, and he's an ascending quarterback. 24 touchdown passes as a rookie.
On 1st and 10, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Oh, I know how I feel.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
55,
Now Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jones gets this one to his running back, Wayne Gallman. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Andy Dalton and company. Dalton, of course, grew up in Texas, played his college ball at TCU, and now his home is back in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex with these Cowboys.
A day one starter his rookie year. He also won a whole lot of games as well. First 5 years, the Bengals went to the playoffs each and every year. Continues to evolve as a quarterback, learning how to work around a running game, an offensive line, and receivers that continue to develop.
Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Dalton here from the gun. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very solid gain of 27. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Dalton hands off to Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Second and 12. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Five in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Operating from the gun. Dalton. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. run with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. From the gun, Dalton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The rookie CeeDee Lamb, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. On second and goal, Dalton. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got him. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. Operating from the gun, Dalton, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Throwing Jones. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Gallman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Jones. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down Giants, Jones to Ingram. Operating from the gun, Jones. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Gallman fighting him off. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
Got a man, Slayton. Yeah, the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. On for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And New York set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Here we go, Shaq. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Jones on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. This is Gallman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Gallman. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Gallman will run it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's Daniel Jones finding Evan Ingram. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And Dalton to throw. His throw incomplete. CeeDee Lamb his intended target. And it's 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Ready? 70 Lions. Get in the right room. Get in the right room.
And to give this time to the tailback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
1st and 10 for Dalton. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. This is Elliott. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the 1st down on that one?
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Dalton got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. New York ready to go again offensively. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Jones now on 1st and 10 toward the center of of the field, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now they try the right side here. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Operating from the gun, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Here's Riley Dixon now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. And they'll begin by running the option. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jones. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
The Giants on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Jones. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Neville Gallimore with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. And he's closing in on that often elusive 200-yard mark.
And you know he's celebrating what's going on. He may not know exactly where he is in yardage, but he has a pretty decent idea.
Come on, he knows.
Runners always know. But he's also in that huddle telling his offensive lineman, thank you.
And give me the ball.
Keep giving me the ball. You guys keep doing what you're doing. But a great appreciation of him, of the guys up front, and, of course, the guys on the perimeter. Those wide receivers are giving them some great blocking, too.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Operating from the gun, Dalton. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Draw play, Elliott. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Dalton. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. A first down throw coming for Dalton. A dump off to Elliott. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Operating from the gun. Dalton to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Dalton. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. This will be Dalton again. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Zerline's kick is up and through. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Ezekiel Elliott who put together a solid first half. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this carries into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Dalton, 1st and 10. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Perfect, baby. Good shot. Hands up. Lead. Check, check. Walk with me forward. Walk with me forward.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. On the left side, Gallup's got it. Stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. A gain of 6 there on first.
Lead.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
This is unbelievable.
Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Hands up. Lead. Single, 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 single.
On first down, Dalton. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hands up.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Running the ball served them well all game long, and there's another example as they pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
48.
Dalton here from the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Mike. Lead. 48.
To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. From the gun, Dalton. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Single, slot.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's brought in left side by Tate. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run again here with Gallman. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones. Flushed out right. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A delayed give to Gallman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete to Gallman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go now. 72 more. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
From the gun, Jones. He's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Are you serious, dog?
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Passing, it's Dalton. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Dalton, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Dalton got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now back to the ground with Elliott. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Again, it's Elliott. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, Dalton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Dig in, let's go.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Jones throwing on 1st down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate, and he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got to have the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Jones. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 2nd down. To throw again, Dalton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now Jones on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, the protection was pretty good there. He was able to hold on to that for a long time, but just nobody could get open.
Excellent coverage downfield. As you mentioned, no one could get open, and he's just trying to avoid the sack and get the ball out of there, but he ends up dumping it off, and it ended up as a negative yardage play.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And Ingram hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Giants are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Looking to throw. Jones. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Neville Gallimore able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jones. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. to throw. Jones. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Wayne Goldman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. So now Jones and the Giants down by 6. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. He's back to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 15. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run them a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.